Hello, it is Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Tuesday crossword today, which means a relatively gentle themed crossword, and what it also means, or at least what I'm declaring it means, is that I'm going to be solving it with the acrosses only. So I solved yesterday's puzzle in a bit of a speed solve style, and now I'm going to be picking up the method I had been using for these early week crosswords, which is using only the acrosses or only the downs. I'm going to be using only the acrosses today. And as always, let me know if you like these style solves, if you enjoyed yesterday's speed solve style, or if you didn't, do let me know on that video, and then let me know today on this video if you'd like me to keep doing these things. It is hard to tell because obviously people have different opinions, but it's actually very helpful getting the overall response that I can hopefully use to determine whether to do this kind of thing going forward. So in any case, this across-only edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Casey Brandt, Michael, Aaron Spiller, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster. Thank you so much to those four benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign who support this channel, keep this series going. I'm very grateful to them for that support. Thanks to those four. Thanks to everybody who's a patron of the channel. It really does keep this whole thing going. Thank you to all of them. And if you'd like to join their ranks, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link where you'll find all of the bonus videos available to patrons, or for benefactors, the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. And thank you again to everybody who does back the channel. What else? It's a big help as well if you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. And finally, there's that Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice friendly chat community, which is linked in the description field. So consider that as well. And now let's get on to the crossword. This is a co-construction by Carolyn Summers and Freddie Chang, a debut puzzle and not a debut, respectively. Freddie Chang, over a dozen puzzles to his name. And it was edited once again by Joel Faliano. So let's start solving, see how we get on today. Wild guess, a stab. Vehicles with credit card readers. Food trucks? I don't think. Trying to think if there's a way to spell that in 4 letters. I don't think so. Vehicles with credit card. Oh, cabs or taxis. That's obvious in retrospect. Office subs. Temps, temporary workers, that's what it is. So as in substitutes. I was trying to think, is there some way this is a sandwich pun? No, I don't think so. It runs hot. It runs hot. I'm not sure about that one. That one I don't think I have any ideas. Call on me, call on me. Could be oh, maybe? You could sort of imagine a student in class saying, oh, call on me. I'm not sure that's right, but I'm going to leave it there for now, and we'll come back to it if need be. See you all later. Adios, or I'm out. Let me just put each of those in and see if one looks more plausible than the other. SS could be the beginning of an answer. See you all later. Adios. What did I say? I'm out. That looks reasonable as well, to be honest. And there's even adieu, which I think is less likely given the tone, but even that looks plausible. Okay, I don't think I can put that in. There could even be other possibilities. Imitated could be aped, maybe, in 4 letters. Well, try it. Bit of Indian music. Raga, maybe? Could be. I mean, it fits in 4 letters. It's kind of an Indian form. Doesn't seem to clash, really. Cat cutesily. Kitty. Kitty seems too normal to demand the cutesily adjective, or adverb, I guess. Well, let me just put it in and see if it looks like, seems okay. I don't know. Cat cutesily. I was wondering if maybe there's sort of catto, like people say doggo, but that's too close to the word cat for that to be likely. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just kid. I guess it's that. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. Hey, Mr. Gazillionaire from Omaha, go shine the car. So Omaha, Nebraska. I assume this is going to reference Nebraska somehow. Otherwise, why would Omaha be specified? Warren Buffett is a gazillionaire from Omaha. He's known as I think, the Oracle of Omaha, maybe. Um, the famed investor and um, also of what is this company's name? Berkshire Hathaway fame. Um, could that be something to do with it? You could literally say Warren buff it, as in Warren buff my car, go shine the car, to sort of buff it with a rag. Does that, do I think that that would then be spelled? I think his name is spelled E-T, but if you were issuing this as a demand, this really could be the answer. But I don't know whether I think it's spelled in the punny way with an IT or the way that I think his name is actually spelled with an E. So maybe I have to leave that blank. I think this might be the answer, though. It does seem to work, and it doesn't look like it really sort of clashes with potential downs. I'm going to put it there. Add fuel to, egg on, as in an argument or something. That doesn't look like a great. It doesn't look great to me with the clashes. To add fuel, and I don't think it quite matches even anyway. Add fuel to add fuel to something, to stoke it, to stoke the flames. That could be the answer. It doesn't necessarily literally mean add fuel to in the case of flames, but it does metaphorically to sort of add fuel to the fire. If someone's arguing, you could stoke the argument, add fuel to it in a metaphorical sense. A-lister would be a star. Yeah, that looks reasonable. As in a celebrity. I think that works well enough. It looks fine with the crosses to me. Have trouble with one's balance. To owe, as in if you have trouble with your financial balance, you owe money. Nicknames shared by two Spice Girls. This is something that I have encountered previously in the crossword. And I mean, I might have known this many, 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 many years ago, but I feel now I mainly know it from the crossword. And there are two Mels in the Spice Girls, so they're identified with their initials after Mel, but I don't remember. Mel C is one of them, I think. Maybe B? I don't remember. Fly ball just beyond the infield. So this is a baseball clue, and I don't think I am going to know what the answer is. A pop fly. I don't know. I'm not going to waste time guessing about it. Noted Spanish muralist. Joan Miro. Is that right? That's what I sort of want this to be, but I could be completely misremembering who I'm thinking of. I don't know. I'm not sure that I'm confident enough in that. I'm not going to put it in. Hey, Julia Roberts X, you're doing great. Ooh. I don't know who Julia Roberts X is. In fact, I don't even have a guess about that. But it looks like it starts with L because 5 down is clearly Cornell. That doesn't help me, unfortunately, at all. Hey, Julia Roberts X, you're doing great. I don't know. I mean, the surname is probably going to be something that means, good or seeming good or something like that. I don't know, unfortunately, with this one. First name of Donald Trump's first wife. Was it? Oh boy. Marla, something like that, or someone Marples or something. I could be completely making all of this up. I'm not sure. I don't remember this. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to come back to it. Afflict. Ale, as in I'm afflicted. I'm ale. No, you wouldn't use that in the same way as ale. To afflict someone, to nag or pox or something. I don't know. Not sure about that one either. Come together. Join or wed or arrive. I can't think of anything in 5 letters. Ooh, I'm really falling apart here, aren't I? Hey, patriarch of 1960s television, shut up. Um, these are really getting out of my core knowledge areas, aren't they? Gonna have to keep going. Pep rally cheers. Raws as in rah, rah, rah. It seems plausible enough. Difficult experience would be a trial or a travail or an ordeal. Ordeal could be the answer. I'm not sure it's the answer, but you know what? I'm going to put it in and move on for now. Little devil, an imp. You could call a little sort of troublesome child an imp. When one might show up, for short, the ETA, estimated time of arrival, you might show up then. Because it is only estimated, so I think that's a good answer to the clue. Food blank, post-meal state. You could be in a food coma from having overeaten. Civil rights organization founded in 1909. I'm guessing this is the NAACP, which I think was founded by W.B. Du Bois. I could be wrong about that. I mean, obviously, I could be wrong about that, but I'm just trying to think how confident I am. I think that's probably the answer, and I think that I'm probably right about its foundation, but I'm not certain. Hey, acclaimed Australian actress, prepare the broccoli. Prepare the broccoli. What on earth does that mean? Something about steaming it or chopping it or something? Prepare the broccoli. Acclaimed Australian actress. Is Nicole Kidman? No, is she? She's not Australian. Who am I thinking of? Kate Blanchett. Kate Blanchett is Australian, and you could say Blanche the broccoli. So I think her name is spelled Kate with a C. Blanche it. Once again, I think, oh, interesting. Maybe they're all E.T. names, because I think her name is spelled E.T. at the end, just like Warren Buffett's. But then, for the purpose of the pun, maybe we change it to I.T. I still don't know. The fact that they're both spelled that way originally makes me think that is how it works, because then they could share sort of an operation that's applied to them. So what was the Hey Patriarch of 1960s television, shut up, something it. I bet it's going to end with a T. And what about this one? Hey, Julie, I just have no idea about these. Hey, Julie Roberts X, you're doing great. I don't know, but again, I sort of bet it ends in T. The problem is it doesn't really help me much solving in this manner. Anyway, let's keep going. Occam's razor, there we go. Occam's razor is a principle that is something to the every time I say this, someone tells me I'm kind of technically slightly misstating the kind of original logical claim of Occam's razor, but it's used, I think, by many people, including often myself, to as something along the lines of the simplest solution is more likely to be correct. You can get in all kinds of sort of complex theories and conspiracy theories and over-determined explanations. Often just something simpler is the answer. And I know that's not exactly what Occam was saying, so you don't need to correct me on this one. But that is, I think, often how it's taken to be used. Menu maker, a cafe or something. Menu maker. What does that mean? A chef, maybe. A chef prepares a menu. I think that's probably right. European heavyweight. A kilo? Does it just mean, by European, does it just mean metric? European and basically everywhere else? Let's see. I'm not sure, but that seems plausible to me. Let's keep going. Use as energy. To eat up or to drain, maybe? I like drain. I'm not sure that's right, but I'm going to put it in for now. Driving test obstacle. Obstacle. What would be an obstacle in a driving test. I mean, your instructor, not really sure what it means by this driving test obstacle. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. Vogue competitor, magazine, L magazine, maybe in 4 letters. I bet that's right. Tubular pasta, penne is a very common tubular pasta, and those, well, the downs look pretty good. I don't know what Zan is. It could be someone's name, but it seems plausible. Highfalutin, so fancy or posh maybe. Or what? What else could it be? I like posh. Highfalutin. I don't know. Let's try that. Well, no. I don't really like those as downs, unfortunately. Highfalutin. Arty? I'm trying to think of what could work with against the downs. Yeah, actually, I think it is that. I think the downs look like, because 44 down could be Tina Fey. Yeah, I think this is probably right. Actually, I could maybe figure out what this is then. Driving test obstacle. So 51 down looks like it could be Mecca. 52 down looks like it could be a bore. 57 down could be left. And 44 down could be Tina Fey? No. Okay, that didn't work. Yeah, that's a shame. Oh, I guess left could be any number of things. Oops. Lent? Yeah, could driving to. Oh, cone. It is that. Oh, cone. As in orange cones that you must navigate around. Okay, I was thinking of a sort of more traditional on-the-road driving test, but I guess you could be in some kind of specialized driving test. Okay, insult informally. Diss, maybe? Yeah, that looks reasonable. Okay, so Kate, I bet this is going to be Kate Blanche, it, because 55 down could be pills if that were the case. Okay, let's see. Let's go back and try and fill some things in. It runs hot. 2 down looks like tapas. 3 down looks like alert. 4 down looks like bad romance, probably. So it runs hot. Lava. Oh, it's not alert, it's avert. Such an interesting way to solve it. You have to think about sort of words in the abstract as opposed to words answering a clue. It's intriguing. I mean, when you're looking at the sort of downs. So this is clearly bad romance. So Kate Blanche, it with the I means I think Warren Buff, it is also going to be with the I. Here we have see you all later. No idea what 9 down is. 10 down could be emit or edit. 11 down could be mat or met or MIT. Yeah. 12 down, pat, pet, pot, put, pet. Could be anything. 13 down could be sky or sty or sly. Oof. Okay, well, let's try some things. See you all later. I'm out looks better because adios, SSY doesn't look like anything, and adieu doesn't really look like anything. So, does that work? It does. 11 down, I didn't think of that one, but MOT, I guess? Well, no, never mind. That's really a UK thing. It's like Ministry of Transport, but I don't know that MOT means anything in the US necessarily. Maybe it does. Interesting. The rest of it looks okay. 9 down could be tiki something. Tiki. I don't know. Not sure about this one. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is correct. I might leave it for now, and we'll see if 9 down ends up spelling anything. Okay, fly ball just beyond the infield. Fly ball just beyond the infield. I don't have a clue about this one. This is going to be a tough area. What about this? Noted Spanish. Oh, okay, it's not Miro, it's Goya. There we go. All right, I was right to be skeptical about my first thought there. So what is 31 down going to be? That looks strange. I could have something else wrong. Ordeal or ETA could be wrong. Yeah, 33 down looks strange as well. Okay, what about this? First name of Donald Trump's first wife. Oh, is it Ivania? That sounds familiar. Because there's also Ivanka. And then I think there was also a sort of Marla, maybe, who was my first thought about this. Maybe she was his second wife. I don't know. Anyway, 32 down looks like overt. No idea what's going on with 33 down. 39 down could be something like a la carne, sort of a dish maybe. 43 down could be clot, plot, slot, blot. Yeah. A lot. Oh, this is tough. Okay. Hey, Patriarch of Night. Oh, this will probably end with IT, though. That we can sort of infer. Not that helps. Oh, Clampett? Yes, Jed Clampett. Is that the Beverly Hillbillies, maybe? I've never seen any form of the Beverly Hillbillies, but I have at least heard the name Jed Clampett. Ah, G.I. Joe is 31 down. Overt yada. There we go, as in yada, yada, yada. Just blah, blah, blah. So Bad Romance, we have that. A la carne. Okay. Oh, could be a la carte, I guess. No. And use as energy. That is drain. Okay. Okay, well, good. That was something. That helped. So, hey, Julia Roberts X, you're doing great. The problem is, at least Jed Clampett, well, I guess I might recognize this person as a celebrity name in its own right, but I just don't think I've ever known the name of Julia Roberts' partners. I just don't know. Okay, afflict. I'm going to try ale again. I can't, the part of speech seems wrong to me, but I'm sure there's a way to make it work that I'm not thinking of, and I just can't think of any other word that would fit here. So 37 down could be Ali, maybe. If I just put some things in, will that make 34 across look any better? 36 down could be zip, kip, dip, pip, tip, rip, sip, oof, nip. Yeah, okay, that's not helping. Julia Roberts X. 35 down could be Cam, that wouldn't work. Sam wouldn't work. Ram wouldn't. Okay, this is actually more fruitful, maybe. What would work? I am? As in sort of Sam I am or something like that? Lisa. Oh boy, what could this be? Oh, it'll end with an IT. I didn't think about that. That's helpful. Does that help me with this? I guess Roz could be wrong. Oh, 30 down could be something like overpacked. Wait, what did this say? Oh no, you're doing great. No, darn. I was thinking if this were overpacked, this could be move it, but you're doing great doesn't really mean that. Sorry to everybody who knows this and has known this ever since first reading the clue. I apologize. I just don't know. Come together. Oh, unite. Unite is probably the word my brain was fruitlessly searching for, although that doesn't look very good with these. Maybe Roz is wrong. Oh, and you at the end of here doesn't look very good either. Oh, Tiki Room, maybe that is, as in the enchanted Tiki Room at Disneyland, maybe come together. Oh, mesh or meld or, what would it be? I don't know. That's very frustrating. Do I think it's that? Could be rocket, as in you're rocking it, you're doing great. Oops, this would be an M if that were the case. Poof. I don't know. At what point do I give up on this? Fly ball just be on the infield. This is a problem as well because I don't think I'm not going to make any progress on that. Okay. Let's put this back in because I feel there is an M word that works here. And for some reason, I can't think what it is. Meld, mesh, model, merge, come together to merge. That's what it is. Okay, so this probably is Tiki Room. I wonder if this is a Disneyland reference. Let's see. Flyball. My thought on this was pop fly. That can't be the answer because fly is already in the clue, and I don't even know if that's what a pop fly is. It's just one of those sort of terms I've heard about baseball, but it doesn't really work with 22 down, I don't think. Way. Oh, 26 down could be way. So Pepperelli. Oh, maybe it is Roz. Why did I think that wasn't the case? What did I put in that made me think it wasn't? So this could be opera, maybe 25 down. Let's try that. Hey, Julie Roberts X, you're doing great. Love it. Oh, Lyle Lovett. That's a person. Lyle, love it, love it. You're doing great. Okay, that makes sense. So Yam, Lip, Eli. Okay, those work. So then, oh, this is overpacked. 30 down. Fly ball, a looper. Seems reasonable. No, it's not quite right. 27 down could be Ertes, could be work by that artist. Oof. You know what? I'll try and solve this using the downs. And that way I won't need to do the thing I usually do where I sort of pause the video to find my mistake. Instead, we can kill two birds with one stone and read the down clues while also trying to fix the grade. Let's see what happened. Shredded side dish, slaw. Okay, as in coleslaw. Kind of dining style with small plates, tapas, associated with Spanish cuisine often. Stave off is to avert disaster, for instance. Lady Gaga hit included in Rolling Stone's 500 greatest songs of all time list. That's Bad Romance, which is what we expected. Ivy in upstate New York. This is a U.S. university, Cornell University. Melville Captain is Ahab from the novel Moby Dick. Full of baloney is bogus. Elevator passageway is the elevator shaft. Spot to sip a Mai Tai. Oh, tiki room generally. So I guess this means a sort of tiki bar more generically, not necessarily the enchanted tiki room. Or I guess it could mean a sort of tiki restaurant in a style that almost doesn't exist anymore, but was common in the mid-20th century. Send forth would be to emit as in light. Bon mot, oh, it is M-O-T, but it's mot. It's the French word for mot, literally, word. Bon mot, witticism. To place something is to put it there. Hog haven, so playing on the phrase hog heaven, but a haven for hogs or pigs would be a pigsty. To barely manage without would be to eke as in to eke out a living. To take a tumble is to fall. A field for a voice major, perhaps, could be opera, so voice as in area of study in a music major, which was what I studied. Not voice, though. Consider as pros and cons would be to weigh pros and cons. Some Art Deco works. Okay, so it is the artist Ertes. There we go. Brought 9 possible outfits for a one-night stay. G. Overpacked. Yep. First doll to be marketed as an action figure. G.I. Joe. I hope I find out what I did wrong. Something obvious is open. It's out in the open. It's overt. When said 3 times, you get the idea. So yada, 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 which was sort of, I think, brought to very wide use by Seinfeld in the 1990s. Source of Thanksgiving carbs would be a yam, so that's the root vegetable. To sass somebody would be, well, you could say, you've got a lot of sass, you've got a lot of lip, you've got a lot of sort of insolence. Whitney, who invented the cotton gin, Eli Whitney, this is one of those facts you learn growing up in the US for whatever reason. It's just sort of one of those things. Alternative to, this is a la carte. Alternative to prefix, it is, okay, I was thinking a la carne. That doesn't really sound like Spanish to me. It sounds like a mix of French and Spanish, but I don't know. I thought maybe, who knows? Anyway, it's a la carte. So what was this one? Use as energy. Oh, right. So this is still wrong. It's not drain. Okay, well, we'll get there eventually. Oodles, a lot of something. SNL alumna who wrote Bossy Pants is Tina Fey. I think that was her memoir, maybe. Fellow, a man. Holy city in Islam is the city of Mecca. To despise something is to abhor it. Bowlful at a Super Bowl watch party. I guess you could make a big bowl of chili. Medicine tablets or pills. Tortilla option. Coin. Oh, no, this is probably wrong. Corn tortilla. There we go. That's what it is. As in corn versus flour tortilla. Corn tortilla is certainly being more traditional. Observance that might include Fish Fridays would be Lent, so the period leading to Easter. Piggies are toes, as in your 10 little piggies. Congressional title abbreviation is Rep for representative, so representative in the House of Representatives in the U.S. So, still not correct. Horror film prop. Oh, an axe, as in an axe murderer. Could we have that prop? And this still won't be the answer because this is incorrect. Yes, chill, so to speak. So you can use Zen as referencing Zen Buddhism in a casual manner to mean someone who's very relaxed, who's very chill. So, and then 64 across will be to use as energy, to exert energy. There we go. That's what it is. And that's the crossword. All right, not my finest solve today, but it was nice that my last incorrect answer was the last answer of the puzzle. So we went through it very elegantly there. Well, there we go. That was a tough one for me in using just the crosses. I do find it very, very interesting. I mean, I think the thing I find most interesting about it isn't just sort of solving straight through. It's having to infer what the downs could be. I actually find that kind of a useful exercise because you have to use that skill quite a lot in solving cryptic crosswords, or at least I do. I'm not an expert cryptic crossword solver. And because often in cryptic crosswords, you can read the clue, but you still might not actually know what the definition is because you don't know which part of the clue contains the definition in a cryptic crossword. And so often I do find myself just trying to figure out what could this word be simply by looking at it in the grid and then determining if I can reverse engineer the clue to make the answer make sense. And so this is sort of practice for that in a way. And I find it a kind of interesting challenge. Let me know if you do. I could imagine either way. But there we go. That was the Tuesday crossword. Oh, and let's look at our theme quickly. So I don't think there's a revealer in this theme. I think we just have these 4, I believe, theme answers. So, hey, Mr. Gazillionaire from Omaha, go shine the car. Warren Buffett. Hey, Julia Roberts X, you're doing great. Lyle, love it. Hey, patriarch of 1960s television, shut up. Jed, clamp it. And finally, hey, acclaimed Australian actress, prepare the broccoli. Kate Blanchett. And there we go. We've translated the names of 4 well-known people into some silly puns in the grid by changing the ETs at the end of their name into ITs. And so even though the sort of transmogrification of ET to IT didn't have any specific thematic meaning, at least I don't think it did, other than making the pun work, it's nice that they all used the same mechanism. I appreciate that kind of thing in theme construction. It just feels a bit more conscientious, a bit more honest somehow, even when it doesn't sort of specifically mean anything. But there we have it. That was the Tuesday crossword by Carolyn Summers and Freddie Chang. Well done to them. And I'll be back tomorrow for the Wednesday crossword, which I will be solving normally. So look forward to that. Bye for now.